Governor Youngkin has less than a week to either sign or reject a bill that would authorize police use of facial recognition technology here in the Commonwealth. The bill allows law enforcement to use publicly shared photos to help track down suspects and identify victims. But there's been some opposition from civil rights groups. WFXR's Amanda Lee joins us live to break down both sides of this debate. Amanda, good evening.
Good evening, Kathleen. This computer technology allows a computer to search public posts for suspects and victims. Now, lawmakers say that this will make things easier on law enforcement, but civil rights groups say the algorithm fails to correctly identify people of color and therefore cannot be trusted.
This is a technology which will help our law enforcement solve crimes and will make our communities safe.
State Senator Scott Survell of Fairfax County introduced the bill allowing police to use facial recognition technology during the General Assembly session back in January. It would allow police agencies to use the technology in certain circumstances, like helping to identify an individual when they have reasonable suspicion that the person committed a crime.
It allows our police to be more efficient so they can instead of spending their time searching around on Facebook and doing a lot of pointing and clicking, the computer can do all the work for them so they can focus their time on things to make us safer.
But civil rights groups, including the Virginia NAACP, say facial recognition technologies have proven to misidentify people of color, especially women.
Allowing law enforcement agencies to use this invasive and faulty technology threatens to exacerbate the effect and effectively ignores the documented dangers of systematic racism.
Senior staff attorney for the American Civil Liberties Union, Matthew Callahan, uses an investigation in Michigan as an example of how this system is defective.
There is a man who was arrested after a wrongful identification under the facial recognition technology and has a civil rights lawsuit against the state. Against the police department that arrested him.
Lawmakers who support the bill say in order for the software to be used, it must prove to be 98% accurate by the National Institute of Standard Technology. But Callahan says those tests are flawed.
Those numbers are performed under very controlled conditions. So they're not field tests, which are in the kinds of conditions where law enforcement would be using this technology in real life.
The recognition software cannot be used for surveillance or monitoring, and the results cannot be stated in an affidavit, search warrant, or arrest warrant. Officers who misuse it can be charged with a Class 2 misdemeanor. Governor Youngkin has until April 11th to either sign or reject the bill that would allow this at a local level. Reporting live in Lynchburg, Amanda Lee, WFXR News.